this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. And today, in this video, it's going to be Polly, Reindeer, and me. And the reason Polly is here is because we are going to be making a coffee contraption. And have you ever made a coffee contraption before, Polly? No, she hasn't. So this is going to be a first time for the both of us then. Let's go make a coffee contraption then. But first, let's go and have a breakfast. And this is something that I have done many times before. Nom 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 nom. It was a little bit cold. One of your snowballs landed on it, so it was a little bit of a chilly cake, but it was still nice. It was quite fresh. It was quite a refreshing cold cake in the morning to to set me up for the rest of the day. All right then, Barnaby, you can stand up, and I will deliver you to the doghouse in just one moment. But first, let me go and head to the love garden so I can announce who it is that I'm going to be adding to the love garden today. And we're running out of room. Look at this. How many more have we got? We got room for 3 more signs in the love garden at the moment. And today I'm adding Landon, and the reason I'm adding Landon is because he made an amazing giant Stampy Cat model, and you can see that there's a little mittens on my knee as well. He's made a diamond pickaxe as well, and he's wearing a Stampy Cat t-shirt. So yeah, I wanted to say thank you very much for that. It looks like it took you a lot of time, and welcome to my love garden. All right then, let's go to the doghouse, and then we can head back to Coffee Corner. So yeah, I mentioned it a bit in the last episode, but if you didn't see, the thing we're doing today is a big coffee making machine. And of course, you can't really make coffee in Minecraft, so we're pretending that swiftness potions are coffee, and then cocoa beans are going to be the coffee beans, and you put them in, and then there's going to be a whole load of things that are going to happen, and then the coffee is going to end up coming out on the other side. And let's have Benji. You can join us today in the video, and let's go and head over to Coffee Corner. So I want the coffee beans to go through quite a big journey. That's the idea. I want them to be lifted up, knocked around, and, you know, kind of pushed all over the place. And then the coffee's going to come out. And it's going to be quite cool because the coffee's going to come out, and then it's going to be put inside of a minecart with a chest in it. And then it's going to be basically delivered to the front of the counter, which is where the customer is going to be able to drink it. So that's the plan. Like, I want it to look complicated, but I don't actually believe it's going to be like too complicated to actually build. I think that the idea is I want it to look kind of crazy and all over the place, but the redstone is actually going to be rather simple, but we are going to need some room for the redstone. So the first thing we need to do is kind of block off an area where the redstone can be, and we really don't need a huge amount of space for this. If I just literally do one wall along the back here like this, I can have all of the redstone behind this one wall. It's only one block gap, and then anything else that I need is going to be underneath the ground. So it actually doesn't take up very much room. So this is basically the coffee machine. This is the back of the coffee machine. And most coffee machines, they're normally like black and silver. So they're kind of the colors we're going for today. So we got the black back wall there, and then we're going to have light grey wool, which is pretty much as silver as I can be. I did want to use iron blocks, but I simply didn't have enough iron, and I couldn't be bothered to go mining. So yeah, light grey wool is going to work just fine. So of course, the first thing that needs to happen is for you to throw in the coffee beans. So we're going to have a hopper here, and it's going to push the coffee beans into to this dropper. And so this dropper is going to be facing up like this, and then we're going to go and put the hopper so it's facing it into it like that. And then if I throw in some coffee beans, for now I'm just going to throw bread in, you can see that the bread is now inside of the dropper, and it's then going to launch it out and also to the side, because if I put a block above it, for example, glass in this case, so we can see it. If I put that there, it's actually going to fire out to the right, and the direction it fires out in depends on like which way you're facing, like whether you're north, east, south, or west. We're currently facing south, and it fires out in this direction. So yeah, if you're building this, bear that in mind. And another way you could do it is just turn the drop around so it's facing another direction. So yeah, it's going to fire out this way, and we then need to slide it along the ground. And so to do that, we're going to put some ice down. I'm going to go and switch off some redstone lamps that might be close to it, because I don't want that to melt, because otherwise that's going to ruin it. And it's then going to be lifted up and then pushed along to the right. And to do that, we're going to be using some pistons. So let me go over here, and let me go and craft myself a couple pistons. They don't need to be stick pistons. Oh no, actually, I don't have any. Do you have any cobblestone on you at all, Polly? I don't have any cobblestone. Could you go and grab me some cobble? Oh, she's already off. As soon as I finished that sentence, the pickaxe was out. So yeah, I just need to do a couple pistons, one to push it up and one to push it along, and then it's going to be carried across by water. So another important thing we need to do is to make sure that the water doesn't go everywhere. So I'm going to put down a ladder here, so the item can slide across there, but then the water won't come down and push it back in that direction. So then the next piston is going to go up there. Once I got the cobblestone, I'll be able to craft a few of them. And then there's actually going to be glass all the way along the front of this area here, just to make sure that it doesn't actually at any point end up falling forward. So yeah, while we're waiting for the pistons, let's carry on building. So we're going to place some water up here, which is going to push it along here, and then it's going to fall down this gap here, fall down there, and we then need it to trigger some redstone, and that is when the coffee's going to come out. And so the way we're going to do that is with some tripwire hooks. So if I come here, I can go and make myself a couple tripwire hooks. I should hopefully have everything that I need to make them. Yep, I can go and make myself 2 of them. So we're going to have one here and then one on the other side there. Then I can just put some string in the middle. And actually, I don't have any string, but I think I know where I can get some string. I've actually got some string on the outside over here by the Flying Fish Sushi restaurant. And the reason I've got string is to basically stop this sugar cane from growing. Can you see that there's some string there? So there we go. I only need one piece. So yeah, I guess I can just go and grab that for now. And so basically the coffee beans are going to fall down there into a pit, and then it's going to fire out the coffee is the way it's going to work. So let's go and place that down there. So as you can see, if I go here, it should set off those tripwires. Actually, let me just try and throw an item down. And oh, it doesn't. They don't seem to be getting set off. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it's because there's blocks underneath here. There we go. Now it's working. So what we can do is just put glass underneath, and then they're still able to get set off just like that. And thank you for the cobblestone, Polly. Let me just go and show you down here. This is kind of the area that we're going to be doing all of the redstone. So tell you what, while I'm building this, do you want to do a start on some of the redstone down here? So if you kind of just build a redstone clock somewhere around here, that is actually going to be used to set off almost everything. So yeah, while Polly's doing all of the more difficult stuff, I'm going to carry on with up here. So let's go and make the pistons for now. So I need 1, 2 of these. So this one is going to be, I guess I can do it here right next to where the this goes. So if I do that piston there, so that's going to push it up, and then there can be another one which is going to push it along in this direction. So we just need to make sure we get the timing right, so that one lifts up and then it goes and gets pushed across. So I guess we need to move the rest of this slightly along this direction so we have some room. As you can see, I'm kind of making this up a little bit as we go along. I kind of have a rough idea of how it's going to be, but not exactly. So that needs to be glass there, and then I need to break this away down here and have glass on this side, because that's where the tripwire hooks are going to be, and then I just need to place a block down to place them on. So let's go and put these back down. And what I want to do is before I build the entire thing is just to do a little bit of a test, just to make sure that so far what we've done is actually all working. So this is where it's going to be carried along by the water, and the reason I want it to be carried along by the water is so that it kind of goes slowly, because everything at the beginning is going to go past like pretty quickly, and I want a time for it to kind of slow down so you can kind of see exactly what it is that is going on. So let's go and let's block the front of this area off now then. And actually, I think I might need to block the front off here, otherwise the coffee beans might kind of just fly directly towards me. So let's kind of let's just block this entire section off, because this should be almost done, to be honest. I do need to link it up with the redstone clock that Polly's doing, but yeah, that shouldn't take any time at all. And then we also need to put a ladder here just to stop all the water going down there and destroying all of the redstone, which wouldn't be particularly handy. So let's put the string back down before we block that off, and then one last row of glass here. Should be enough to get all of that blocked off here. So yeah, I got my buckets of water, so let's go and place it down. I think if I just place it down at the very top up there. That should go along perfectly. I kind of want it to stretch across a little bit further. So let's go and let's just put a block there and then break it away. That's sometimes kind of like all you you need to do in order to get the water to do what you want. So there we go. It's now kind of going across to where we needed it to go. And let me just go and put the string back down. And yeah, maybe I should have put down the glass a little bit later on rather than continually putting it down and getting it destroyed. Let's go and make one more tripwire hook. And then that should be this entire section kind of completely ready for testing. So that's all linked up there. Let's give it a go then, shall we? So I do have some coffee beans on me. You can see inside of this chest, I got myself some coffee beans, basically cocoa beans that I've renamed coffee beans. And let's give this a bit of a test. The chances of this working first time are pretty slim because, yeah, things like this generally don't always work first time. But let's see if it's going to work. So if I just put this here and set that off, there we go. So far, so good. And then that piston would lift up there, and then the other one would go across. So let's kind of just put levers down for now, just so we can test it out before we've linked it up with all of the redstone. So that one would go there. And then that one would push it across that way. It seems to not be getting pushed by the water yet. Maybe there's something we need to change here. Water's kind of like the most fiddly part of this. What if I do it like that? There we go. And then the items slide along, and then they drop down. That seems to be working perfectly. So tell you what, for now, let's get rid of that water before I end up making a mess. And let's go and try and link up the redstone with what Polly has done downstairs. So here's her redstone clock whizzing around. And look at that. We've got all of the redstone kind of leading off to where we need it to go. So let's kind of break away here. And let's kind of pile up, and let's go and link it up. So the most difficult thing to link up with is the first piston. The top piston, because that's going to be higher up around here somewhere. There we go. So there's the first piston here. So I basically just need a trail of redstone kind of coming back in this direction, and then kind of going down here, where it can kind of link up with everything else. So this can go down to here, and then we can go down this way, and then all of the rest of the redstone is just going to be completely underground this area, and we should probably get rid of that lever because otherwise that's going to be setting everything off. And then the rest of the redstone can kind of just lead down in this direction. So let's kind of link this up with here, and then link this up going all the way down to the ground here. And then all I need to do is link all of this stuff up with this one redstone clock, because this is basically going to be setting off absolutely everything in the entire area. So that's the first one. And if I kind of break away under the ground here, all I need to do is to find where the other piston is, and then the dropper as well. So I can kind of break away this floor for now. So there we go. There's that's the dropper. So if I kind of just do I guess I can kind of just do a stack of redstone torches, kind of leading down from there. Because all I need to happen is for it to kind of get set off every now and then. So let's go and set up another torch here like that, and then a trail of them leading down, and once again I can just go and link that up to the same group of redstone. So let's go and do that down here, and then this lever here, and this is where the timing matters more importantly, because I need it so that piston here gets set off slightly before the other one, because otherwise it's not going to get lifted up and pushed along. It's just kind of going to get flung all over the place. So that's kind of the only thing. But if I just use some repeaters, I can basically just kind of keep playing around with it until it ends up doing exactly what it is that I want it to do. So let's work out how we want this redstone to go. So let's try and separate it as much as we can so we don't get confused. So let's have one trail of redstone kind of just leading around the back here like that. And then we can have one trail of redstone kind of heading straight to this one, and then one heading straight to that one there. So that looks simple enough. I think that looks simple enough to understand. So let me go up the top, and let's just kind of see what's happening. So we can hear the dropper getting set off. I guess I can just put some dirt in there, and we should see that flying out. Then let's see what the pistons are doing. So that's the most important thing. So we can see. Okay, so we need to delay the top one by a little bit. So if I kind of pull that back a few, then hopefully this timing's going to be a little bit better. So, oh, there we go. That looks almost perfect. I'm also going to delay the one going to the dropper a bit, because it kind of seemed like it was firing the blocks like into the side of one of the pistons. So let's kind of delay that one by a little bit. Let's go and let's just throw some repeaters in there for now, just as a bit of a tester item. And let's see what happens now. So that fires, then it should get pushed up and then pushed across. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. And then the water would carry it and drop it down there. So this part is working absolutely perfectly. I am very happy with how this is going so far. So yeah, let's move across now and do the final section over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have another dropper, which is going to be firing out the coffee, aka the swiftness potion. So let's break away all of this for now. And if I put this dropper here, these are actually going to set off this dropper. So if some item falls down past there, it's going to get fired out of there. And then I just want it to get lifted up to the ceiling. So if I once again just put glass there, it's basically going to just keep heading up until it gets to there. And then I can have it getting carried across by water here again. So let's go and fill in the rest of this area so the water doesn't end up going everywhere. And then this is basically the final thing, which is going to be taking the coffee in a minecart track and leading it over to the edge here. So that's all just going to be where the water's going to be. And so all we simply need is another hopper, which is going to be sitting down, not there. It's going to be one block higher. So let's place that there, and let's place this hopper. I kind of want it facing down like that. And then yeah, that's going to push it into where the minecart is. And the way we're going to have the minecart move is just by having it on power rails that kind of just gets set off automatically. So there can be one there and one there. Then if I just make a few more minecart tracks, I can basically just go and fill the middle and one power. Oh, whoa! I made way too many minecart tracks. I meant to make like only a few. I always go to do minecart tracks as if you're only making one at a time. But yeah, I accidentally made loads, but that doesn't matter. But there, this is where the coffee is eventually going to end up. So this section's even simpler than the last time. All we need to do is make it so that the item, when it drops past there, sets off these minecart tracks. So yeah, let's go downstairs and let's go and do that. So feel free to supervise me, Polly, and make sure I'm doing this correctly. So the first thing is I want to find where the power rails are. So I think that oh cool, there's a chest. I think I've gone along too far. Let's just kind of break the floor away a little bit, just so I can see what I'm doing. So where is the power rail on this side over here? Let's just kind of mark it somehow. So this power rail is here. Oh, don't break it. Don't break it. So let's go down here and let's just mark it by putting cobblestone next to it. So that's where the first power rail is. And then we need to work out where the power rail over on this side is. And I think it's right here, isn't it? It's right underneath this one. So all we need to do is kind of just do the same thing with the torches. So if I go and put a torch here and kind of do a stack leading up, and then we just need to delay it a bit, because obviously I don't want it to get fired off immediately, because we need to give a time for the coffee beans to actually end up getting put into the minecart, and then delay this one slightly more as well, just to kind of give time for the minecart to get here before it goes and gets sent back. So let's go and see where these are. So these are here. This is where the tripwire hooks are. So if I put redstone like right behind them, these should get set off when an item goes and fall past it. So Polly, can you run upstairs quickly? And when I say, can you just throw an item past the tripwire hooks, and hopefully it's going to set off this trail of redstone, which is going to be leading down in this direction here. So if you go now and drop an item past it, Polly, we'll see whether all of this redstone lights up. And oh, did it not do it? Is the string there? The string is there. Can you drop another item past? No, the redstone isn't lighting up. Maybe we need to do it slightly higher up behind it might work. So let's go and pile up here. Luckily, we can kind of have everything hidden behind the back here. So let's break this away. So I think the tripwire hook should be on the other side of this wall. So if you drop another item past now, Polly, let's see if that redstone lights up. It's still not lighting up. Well, oh, there we go. Now it is lighting up. I think that's it. Do it one more time, Polly, just to make sure. So there we go. We've got it worked out. So this trail of redstone can kind of come down the back here, and then all we need to do is go and link that up to the power rails, and then that's going to be it done. That's going to be all completely set up and ready to go. So let's kind of have this trail leading down here. So this is where the first one is. So we don't need a huge delay to this one. We just need a little bit of a delay. So let's just go and add a little bit of a delay to this one. Oh, didn't mean to put a hopper down there. And the way we're going to do that is the easiest way is just to use a whole load of repeaters. So let's just go and set a bunch of repeaters in this direction, and then we can have this leading round like this, and then just do another bunch of repeaters heading straight to these torches. And let's go and pull these all back here as well. I also just want to make sure that the power rails aren't already lit up. I don't think they should be. No, they shouldn't be, because that torch is off. So yeah, this is absolutely perfect. And then we can just do another trail leading to underneath this block here. So let's go and add these torches down on this side as well. Let me go and make a few more of these. And yeah, we can do the exact same thing. Oh, it's raining redstone torches from the sky. Right, so let's go and place that down on this one here. And then, I realize I've kind of built this right in the way, so I can just go and change this signal. I probably made more of a delay than I needed anyway, to be fair. So what we can do is just break this away a little bit and kind of have it instead link around there like that. That should be more than enough of a delay anyway. And then we can just add another trail leading off from here, and then this one can kind of go around this way like this. And we just basically need to give enough time for people to grab the coffee out of the minecart before it heads back. So if I kind of go around like this, I can add another one here just to add a bit more of a delay, and then end up going to here like that. So there we go. That should be this section pretty much complete now. So let's go upstairs and let's give it a little bit of a test then, shall we? And make sure, yeah, for sure, that it is actually properly working. So let me go and make the minecart, and then let's go and make a chest, so I can go and put the chest inside of the minecart, and then we can go and put that down and make sure it's all working. And I think I dropped the chest down there. Let's get rid of these ladders, and yeah, I can go and make the minecart and the chest, and yeah, we can see whether it all works. I think this should work. So basically, the hopper puts the items into this, and then it should go and get taken to here and then get sent back. So let's just go and throw an item past these tripwire hooks, and let's see what happens. So there will be a delay, and then there we go. It gets sent across to here, and then it gets sent back. That is working absolutely perfectly. So we're pretty much completely finished. The only other small addition that we need to make is one more dropper, and that's going to be down here. Because if you remember, the items are going to fall past here, the coffee beans, but then they would end up just kind of sitting on the floor down here, and that's not what we want to happen. We want them to basically be fired out, kind of as if like they've been used up, and then they kind of just give them back to you. Like these are like the leftover parts from the coffee beans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another hopper down here, which is going to be firing into a dropper, which is going to be here under the ground, and because it's going to be under the ground and surrounded, it's basically just going to fly through the floor and end up kind of going back into the rest of the restaurant. So if I put that down there and then go and grab myself my final hopper, I can go and do that so it's going into this dropper. And then I basically just need to block off this area with all of this, but then I also need to do something to set it off. And so what I can do for that is just another trail of redstone leading directly to this dropper. So if I go and put this here and then put another redstone torch on it there like that, and add this redstone here, then yeah, this torch is going to go off and then back on, and then that is going to go and fire things out from this dropper. So let's just go and kind of surround the dropper in all of these blocks, and hopefully these are going to be enough just to make sure that it doesn't kind of end up getting fired down here, but instead goes and gets fired through the floor. So I guess it's a little bit of a glitch, but yeah, it's a very useful one. So I'm not complaining. So let's just kind of block this entire area off, and yeah, let's go upstairs and let's go and give this thing a test. So we've kind of checked everything individually, but we now need to make sure that the entire thing works perfectly, like the entire way through. That's going to be the big test. There are like a few little holes in the background that we can go and go and fill in. I'm not worried too much right now about what it's all looking like, though. I kind of just want to make sure it works. So let's go and add all of the water back in that we need to add in. So I need to place this water down up here, and then I kind of need to place some blocks to kind of make sure it pushes in the right direction. Yes, if I put... Oh, there we go. I think that's working. I think it kind of ended up going in the right way anyway. So that is absolutely perfect. But then I also need to add in some water up at the top here as well. So let's go and try and place the water, and then very quickly try and go and block it all off. And actually, we need to block off the end there as well, because otherwise it's going to go flying all over the place. So let's place the water and then block it off. There we go. I was just about quick enough to do that right. And then inside of that dropper is where we can go and put all of the coffee itself. So what I could do eventually is add another hopper, which goes and, so you can just throw things straight in. But for now, placing it in will do absolutely fine. So let's give this a go. I'm assuming it's not going to work first test, but let's find out, shall we? So I'm going to throw the coffee bean into here. It should hopefully fire out towards the right. There we go. So far, so good. It gets pushed up and then pushed along. And can you see it there in the water? You can just about see it sliding across, and then it's dropped down. Then the coffee should fire out. And then is the coffee inside of here? The coffee's not inside of there. Well, oh, okay. So the coffee has got stuck there and hasn't gone inside of the chest for some reason. Okay, out of all of the things that could have gone wrong, I didn't think that was the part that would go wrong. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to get this working. So I've grabbed that water back up and poured the rest all over the floor. Sorry, Benji, didn't mean to do that, boy. All right then, let's go and see what's going along here. It's something to do with this hopper. For some reason, the item just didn't go into it. Oh, did it go into it then? No, I think I just picked it up. Let's get rid of that in case that's in any way affecting it. And let's go and give that another go. Is that working now? No, is it getting stuck in the hopper? I don't know where those coffee beans went, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Have they gone inside of the chest? Okay, it seems to be working now. Let's just go and do another test and look inside of it. There we go. I think that maybe I just didn't push this far enough to the side, and that was the thing not making it work. So let's go and fill the rest of this area back in. Let's go and place down the water. Once again, trying to do this as fast as I can. Let's do that. There we go. That was much better. And yeah, let's go and give ourselves another test then. I'm going to go and grab some more coffee beans. Do you want to have a go doing it this time, Polly? If you just go and throw the coffee beans into the hopper at the end, we can go and watch it and yeah, see if it makes it the entire way through. This is just so much fun to watch. It's so satisfying to see it all working. So you can see the coffee beans are there, getting slided across. They drop down. Out comes the coffee, hopefully put into the minecart, and oh, I didn't open it in time. I didn't open it in time. Let's have another go. That was my bad. So what I can do is add more delay to before when it gets sent back, because otherwise you need to be really quick in order to grab it. This is looking good so far though, because I can't see the coffee at the top there. Right, let's try and grab it quicker, and there we go. There is the coffee. It works absolutely perfectly. There's a cup of coffee for me, and a cup of coffee for you as well, Polly. If you wanted to have some. Sorry, Benji, but no coffee for dogs, I'm afraid. So there we go. Here is my coffee contraption. Here is the machine in the back of the coffee shop. So the rest of the counter is going to be along here like this. And whoa, I'm building really fast now. Building with coffee is very useful. So yeah, this is where the counter is going to be. So people can go and get their coffee, they grab it, and then we serve it here. So yeah, in the next episode, we're going to go and fill up the rest of the cafe with all of the other furniture you would expect. And then we're also going to go and build the garden out here as well, and decorate this place. So yeah, the outside looks as good as the inside does. So yeah, that's the coffee contraption. I'm really happy with how this thing's turned out. I might make it so there's an on-off switch, so these aren't going non-stop, because otherwise it might be a little bit noisy. But I don't know. These coffee machines are generally pretty noisy anyway. So yeah, I think that it might be fine the way it is. So yeah, that's the end of this episode here. I want to say a very big thank you to Polly Reindeer for joining me and helping me with the building, and of course a very big thank you to you for watching as well. But that's, as I said, that's in this episode here. There'll be a link in the description to the next one when it's online. But for now, I'll see you all later. Bye!